Stop what you're doing. I need you to listen to me very carefully. Every year thousands of Americans book cabins online. Cheap ones, beautiful ones, off-the-grid ones. But some of them book a cabin that was never meant to be rented. A cabin that was built for one purpose: to burn, with people inside it. Tonight I'm going to tell you the story of 4 people who drove into the woods of rural Tennessee on a Friday evening, and by 3 a.m. were trapped inside a locked, burning cabin while a man stood outside in the dark and watched. One of those 4 people had been in that man's fire before. She was 12 years old the first time. Dana Reeves was 26 years old. She worked at a library in Nashville. Quiet job, quiet life. The kind of person who walks into a room and immediately knows where every exit is. Dana got out through her bedroom window. Her mother did not. She spent the next 14 years quietly not believing that fire was accidental. The moment they turned onto that dirt road and she heard the silence of a forest with no birds, she spent the next 14 years quietly not believing that fire was accidental. The moment they turned onto that dirt road and she heard the silence of a forest with no birds, the cabin looked exactly like the photos, which was the first thing that should have felt wrong. Dana picked up the coffee mug sitting on the counter. It was still warm. Every single window in that cabin locked from the outside. She found scratch marks on the floor near the back wall. Fresh ones, like something heavy had been dragged. Marcus unfolded the newspaper clipping slowly under the kitchen light. Cabin fire claims 3 lives in Cumberland County. Arson suspected. No arrests. In the corner of that basement, half hidden under an old tarp, a woman's wristwatch, a man's wallet, a child's sneaker, 3 slow knocks. Knock, knock, knock. Cole Merritt. He said he owned this land, had owned it for 20 years. Cole had not needed to set the fire. They had set it themselves. Outside, Cole was already moving. Slow circle around the cabin. Gasoline catching the moonlight. He had tried to kill her before. 14 years ago. In her family home. She came back up with 2 things. An old fire extinguisher. And a hunting axe. Ryan and Marcus, north wall. Axe through the wood. Don't stop. Cole Merritt stepped into the firelight. His face calm. His eyes bright. The face of a man doing exactly what he loves. Dana pressed the extinguisher nozzle through the broken latch. And pulled. All 4 of them went through that gap in under 10 seconds. And they ran. Cole was arrested 6 days later. He seemed genuinely confused, like the concept of someone surviving had never entered his mind. When the detective showed Dana the file, she looked at it for a long time. She didn't cry. She just nodded slowly. She reached into her jacket pocket. She placed the child's sneaker on the detective's desk. The fire that took everything from her was also the fire that made her impossible to burn. The woods don't care how good the photos look, and some doors were never meant to open from the inside.